reception and welcome to Phonics. Today I'm going to go through the sounds a little bit different in a few different ways and see if you still know them. Right, first I'm going to do what we usually do and go through the phase 2 sounds on the PowerPoint, and then I've got something slightly different for your phase 3 sounds. Are you ready? So we should know these super speedy now and be able to go through them really quickly. Super. Right, now I'm going to get your phase 3 sounds up. So hopefully you can all see this sound map. And you can see the sounds. Let me just move it to make sure you can see all the sounds there. Right, I'm going to go my turn, your turn, to see if you can read all of the sounds. Are we ready? My turn. J, works, yeah, z, z, qu. Your turn. Super, and the quote is just on the end there. I think you just about see it. Right, my turn. Ch, sh, ng, a, e, I, o. Your turn. My turn. U, ah, o, ow, oi, ia. Your turn. Right, my turn. Your, at the bottom here. Can you do that one? Your turn. Super. What I'll do is I'll attach that, if you couldn't see them all as well, to the work today, so you can have a go at doing that yourselves, because I realise it might be a little bit far back on the video. Right, now we're going to do your tricky trucks, and to help us do your tricky trucks, I've got my slam down box. Can we say slam down? Now, if you want to make one of these at home, just need any box and you can write on it and design your own. So if you do decide to do one of these, I'd love to see them. Now, slam down box is for words that you know and you don't need to sound out. So all your tricky trucks you should know. So if you know your tricky trucks, they can go in the slam down box. That means at home you don't need to practice them anymore because you know them. So let's go through your phase 2 tricky trucks. And I think lots of you should know these. I'm going to go through them really quickly. Are we ready? Right. Can we say, if you know those, say slam down. And I'm going to put them all in my slam down box. These are some of your phase 3 tricky trucks. Now let's see if we know all of these. Your turn. Going back to the start. Super. So see how many of those you knew, and if they're not, that you don't know them, you can get a piece of paper, write them on, and make your own slam down box. I'd love to see if how many words you've got in your slam down box. I'm going to set some more work today, so that's an optional task that you can do over the week if you want to. Lovely. So let's warm our brains up. Let's do some quick reading. See how quick you can read these. Some of them are real words, some of them are nonsense words. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. Are we ready? So I'm going to get the ob bin. So the ob bin are for the nonsense words. So if we think they're nonsense, they're going to go in ob. And if we think they're real words, who do they go in? If we think they're real words, they can go in bob. Again, these bins are about £1 from Poundland if you did want to buy any while you do your learning at home. So I'm going to read the words and we decide if we're putting them in ob or bob. Are we ready? Your turn. So you can read them. Oh, sorry, that was upside down. Sorry. Your turn. Right, are we ready? Chax. Is chax a real word or a nonsense word? Chax is a nonsense word. So chax is going in ob. So num num num. Ob's going to eat chax. He loves nonsense words. What about the rest? Feel. Feel is going into Bob. So I'm going to put feel in Bob. Cash. Cash. Ash. I think that's going in Bob as well. Jog. Jog. I'm going for a jog. That's going to go into Bob. And this one, cook. Cook. That's going into Bob. Lovely. Now what I'm recapping, because we've done all of our phase 3 sounds, is we're going to recap some words today. So we're going to do some more activities with Ob and Bob, but they're going to have the sound in. So let's read some words using that sound. We might use some of these words in our activity today. So your turn. Can you read this word? Vest. Your turn. Right, next one. See if you can read that by yourself. Vet. Bit of a longer word. Valid. Your turn. It's a bit of a trickier one to read. Have a go at doing this one. I think lots of us can do that one. Van. And then we've got our 2 tricky trucks here. Alien words. Your turn. Vilf. Your turn. I mean tricky because they're not real words, they're alien words. And the last one, Vig. Say, what a lot of nonsense. Right. So your activity for phonics today is on a sheet. You've got your own Ob and your own Bob. They're just to cut out, and I've done one A4 sheet because I know not everyone wants to print reams of paper out. But you can do, if you want to draw and cut out your own Ob and Bob, if you want to make your own Ob and Bob, you can. I've just put them on the paper there if you want to cut out and use mine. But feel free to be as creative as you want to with your aliens, because again, this is an activity you can revisit. So here are our words, and we're going to decide if they're going to go in Ob or Bob. So, van, we've already read that one. Is that going in Ob or Bob? Remember, Bob loves the real words. No. That's going for Bob. Vec. Is that a real word or a nonsense word? I've never heard of veg. Say, what a lot of nonsense. That's an Ob word. What about this word here? Can you read that word? Vest. So I'm going to put vest. I wore a vest under my jumper. I think Bob loves that word because it's a real word. What about this word here? Each. Veach. That sounds like a nonsense word for Bob. Well, that looks like another word. What's that word? Ish. Vish. That is going into Ob. And that tricky word that we did before, because it's got lots of letters, valid. That is actually a real word, and that's going into Bob. But have a go at doing that yourself with the sheet that is on Edmodo, and see if you know, you can read them and see which one's going into Ob and which ones are going into Bob. If you want to extend that activity, you can cut some pieces of paper up and make your own words up and challenge yourself with the words you write and see if they're going in Ob or Bob. I look forward to seeing all of your work. Thank you.